The world of basketball is mourning the heartbreaking loss in Collins, the former NBA star who made history as the first openly gay player in the league. Jason passed away at the age of 47 after a long and difficult fight against stage 4 brain cancer. His death has left fans, former teammates, and the entire sports community deeply saddened. More than just a basketball player, Jason became a symbol of courage, honesty, and change in professional sports. His story inspired millions of people around the world who admired his strength both on and off the court. According to reports from Mark, ESPN, Jason died peacefully at home while surrounded by family and loved ones. Just weeks earlier, he had returned from Mark's Singapore, where he underwent experimental medical treatments in hopes of defeating the aggressive cancer that had taken over his body. Despite the pain and uncertainty, Jason continued fighting with incredible determination. He openly shared his health struggles and remained hopeful until the very end. In one emotional interview, Jason explained the seriousness of his illness. He revealed that he had been diagnosed with glioblastoma, one of the deadliest forms of brain cancer. He described how the disease had spread rapidly and become butterflied, meaning it had crossed both sides of the brain. Even while facing such devastating news, Jason spoke calmly and honestly, showing the same bravery that defined his entire life. Jason once explained that he and his family refused to simply sit back and wait. They wanted to explore every possible option available. That determination led them to travel overseas for advanced experimental treatments. Jason described a special chemotherapy process that worked like a Trojan horse, allowing medicine to cross the blood-brain barrier in ways traditional treatments could not. He hoped the groundbreaking therapy would give him more time and perhaps even a miracle recovery. Throughout his battle with cancer, Jason remained focused on living authentically. That same honesty was what made him a trailblazer years earlier when he publicly came out as gay in 2013. At the time, no active male athlete in any of America's 4 major professional sports leagues had openly identified as gay. Jason knew the announcement would change his life forever, but he also understood the importance of his decision for future generations. In interviews following his announcement, Jason often spoke about wanting to live truthfully. He explained that he did not see himself as a hero, even though millions considered him one. Instead, he said he was simply trying to live his life genuinely and honestly. Jason believed that by telling his story openly, he could help make things easier for the next athlete who wanted to come out without fear. Jason's courage sparked an important conversation throughout professional sports. Many athletes, coaches, and fans praised his honesty and supported him publicly. His decision helped challenge long-standing stereotypes in sports culture and opened doors for others to be themselves without shame. Over time, Jason became much more than an NBA player. He became a powerful voice for equality, inclusion, and acceptance. Born and raised in Mark, California, Jason Collins developed a love for basketball at a young age. He played alongside his twin brother, Mark Jaron Collins, and the two became well-known talents during their school years. Their chemistry on the basketball court impressed coaches and scouts early on, eventually leading them to successful college careers. Jason attended Stanford University, where he became one of the school's standout basketball players. Playing under the bright lights of college basketball, he earned respect for his intelligence, defensive skills, and leadership qualities. At Stanford, Jason helped guide the team to major tournament appearances and established himself as a reliable and hardworking athlete. In 2001, Jason achieved his dream when he entered the NBA draft. He was selected by the Houston Rockets before eventually beginning his professional career with the New Jersey Nets. The early 2000s were an exciting time for the Nets franchise, and Jason quickly became known as a dependable center, willing to do the hard work that often went unnoticed. During his years with the Nets, Jason played alongside some of basketball's biggest stars. He contributed through strong defense, rebounding, and leadership in the locker room. While he was never the highest scoring player on the court, coaches valued his toughness and commitment to team success. Jason helped the Nets reach multiple deep playoff runs and NBA Finals appearances during his time with the organization. Jason's NBA journey lasted 13 seasons and took him across the country. After his first run with the Nets in Mark, New Jersey, he later returned to the franchise once it relocated to Mark, Brooklyn, and became the Mark Brooklyn Nets. His return carried special meaning because it symbolized the full circle nature of his basketball career. Over the years, Jason also played for several other NBA teams, including the Mark Memphis Grizzlies, Mark Minnesota Timberwolves, Mark Atlanta Hawks, Mark Boston Celtics, and Mark Washington Wizards. Every stop along the way added to his reputation as a respected veteran teammate who brought professionalism and discipline wherever he went. Teammates often described Jason as intelligent, thoughtful, and supportive. He was known for mentoring younger players and helping create positive locker room environments. Even opponents respected his dedication to the game and his willingness to sacrifice personal statistics for the success of the team. Despite his achievements on the court, Jason carried a difficult personal struggle for many years. He later admitted that hiding his sexuality took an emotional toll on him. Living a double life created stress and isolation, especially in the highly public world of professional sports. Jason explained that every time he trusted another person enough to share his truth, the burden became lighter. In one emotional reflection, Jason spoke about how exhausting it was to live behind a mask. He described the relief he felt whenever his circle of trusted people grew larger. With every conversation, he became more comfortable being himself. Eventually, he realized that complete honesty was the only way he could truly feel free. When Jason publicly came out in 2013, reactions poured in from around the world. Many fellow athletes expressed admiration for his bravery. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver praised Jason's leadership and courage. Former President Barack Obama even called Jason personally to offer support and congratulations for his groundbreaking announcement. Jason's story became bigger than basketball. Media outlets across the globe covered his announcement, and countless young people saw him as a source of hope. For many LGBTQ athletes struggling with fear and identity, Jason's honesty proved that it was possible to succeed in professional sports while being true to oneself. Even after retirement, Jason remained active in advocacy work. He spoke at events, supported LGBTQ organizations, and encouraged inclusion in sports at every level. Jason understood the importance of visibility and continued using his platform to inspire others long after his playing career ended. Friends say Jason never allowed fame to change who he was. He remained humble, thoughtful, and deeply caring toward those around him. Whether speaking with fans, mentoring young athletes, or supporting charitable causes, Jason approached people with kindness and sincerity. When Jason revealed his cancer diagnosis, supporters from around the world rallied around him once again. Former teammates, coaches, celebrities, and fans sent messages of encouragement and prayers. Many admired the strength he displayed while facing one of life's toughest battles. Despite the seriousness of his illness, Jason continued sharing updates with honesty and hope. He wanted others facing cancer to know they were not alone. Even while undergoing painful treatments and international travel, he tried to remain optimistic about the future. His husband, Mark Brunson Green, stood by his side throughout the difficult journey. The couple's relationship became another symbol of love and resilience. Together, they faced the emotional and physical challenges of cancer treatment while surrounded by supportive friends and family members. As news of Jason's death spread, tributes flooded social media from across the sports world. Former teammates shared memories of his leadership and friendship. Fans remembered not only his basketball career, but also the historic impact he had on society. The Mark NBA released statements honoring Jason's legacy and acknowledging the courage he showed throughout his life. Many organizations recognized him as a transformational figure who changed sports history forever. His willingness to speak openly helped make professional athletics more inclusive and accepting for future generations. Across television programs and sports networks, commentators reflected on how much Jason's decision in 2013 had influenced the culture of professional sports. Today, more athletes feel comfortable speaking openly about their identities because Jason helped break barriers years earlier. Young athletes especially found inspiration in Jason's journey. Many saw him as proof that honesty and authenticity could coexist with success. His message encouraged people to stop hiding who they truly are and to embrace their identities with confidence. Jason's life was filled with challenges, triumphs, and groundbreaking moments. From his early basketball days in California to the bright lights of the NBA, he remained dedicated to hard work and perseverance. Even during the darkest moments of his cancer battle, he continued showing courage that inspired countless people worldwide. Although Jason Collins is gone, his legacy will continue for generations. He will always be remembered not only as an NBA player, but also as a pioneer who changed the world of sports forever. His bravery opened doors for others, and his honesty touched lives far beyond basketball arenas. For many people, Jason's story represents the power of authenticity. He proved that living truthfully can inspire change and help others feel less alone. His impact reached beyond championships and statistics because he stood for something larger than sports itself. The basketball world has lost a respected player, but society has also lost a remarkable advocate for equality and acceptance. Jason Collins showed extraordinary strength in both victory and hardship. Whether facing public pressure, social barriers, or devastating illness, he continued moving forward with dignity and courage. As fans remember his incredible journey, they will think of the lessons he shared about honesty, resilience, and hope. Jason once explained that removing the mask and finally being yourself makes life easier and more meaningful. That message became the heart of his legacy. Today, tributes continue pouring in from every corner of the sports world. Former teammates remember his leadership. Friends remember his kindness. Fans remember his bravery. And countless people around the world remember how Jason Collins changed history simply by choosing to live authentically. Though his life ended far too soon at 47, Jason's influence will never fade. His story will continue inspiring future athletes, young people, and anyone struggling to be accepted for who they are. He leaves behind a legacy of courage that will remain part of basketball history forever. The memory of Mark Jason Collins will live on through the lives he changed, the barriers he broke, and the hope he gave to millions. From NBA arenas to communities across the globe, his voice and example will continue echoing for years to come.